Okay, hello and welcome to the second round of qualification. We have there a match between Pablo Haxobar from United Kingdom and PROjectiles probably from Romania, but I'm not sure. Now there's Hans and the RG. The match looks like quite boring, but maybe we'll see some nice goals. Hawk in the corner, back pass to Hans, and then kicks the barrel out. Florida is waiting for some support. The weak, a nice back trick. The LG in the corner. Okay, so we have 3 German players in the United Kingdom team and 1 from Bosnia. And in Romanian team we have 3 Romanians and 1 Turkish player. It's quite strange to commentate the game alone, since my English isn't that good. But I'm waiting for Harris, who wanted to help me earlier, and there'll be a shot on the post. In the week, Harris takes the ball. Now we are again in the corner. It looks like both teams are not trying to macro the opponents, so they quickly hit the ball away from the corner, and they try to play more with the DM than individual skills. Okay, looks like Helios is playing League of Legends, so he can help me. If someone wants to commentate with me, just poke Logitech on German Fury Sports TeamSpeak. The link, Alexis.
Alright, Benny.
Okay, hello, Helios.
What's going on, man? Yo, which game is it now?
That's the game between Pablo Haxobar and
Oh, shit. Spam calls.
But I see that there is no space for you in the room.
Oh,
So we will wait to the half time and then kick one from the players.
okay.
Okay, you can join now.
Alright. Okay, I'm in.
Okay, so you can commentate more than me.
No, man, you can do it. I don't even speak
The
English.
urgent
Who's looking better out of the two sides? I guess Pablo.
both teams are playing quite safe. They focused not lose a goal,
Ooh.
so the match is not so interesting. So we will see later. Some goal would open the game.
This Pablo lineup plays really defensively in general in FM. I mean, most of their games end with 0-0 or 1-0, so I guess Hans is DMing for them full time now instead of Oob used to play DM for them. I mean, you can see it even when projectiles look like they're about to have an attack. Hans is always just sitting really, really far back. The Coon spams it through Deliric. Neither team seems to be able to keep the ball in attack for any sort of prolonged period of time. This is 10 minutes a half, right? Yeah. Hans misses the ball. It's a 2v1. Oh, that was close. I think Hawk might have had the angle there to pass it to the Coon, but he's just wide. Some decent attacking play from projectiles. That was pretty close. Oh, damn. Hawk gonna try and back pass it to Hans here. Oh, Coon to the middle. There's a pretty big gap there between. Oh, damn son. Between Deliric and Dr. G. Hans again just sitting really far back, ready to get the ball. That's halftime. Still 0-0. Both teams gonna start the second half with the same lineups that they played in the first. But maybe Pablo would make a change, maybe bring Hoob in at AM over the Kuhn or something, but I guess if they're not conceding, it's there's not much wrong with the lineup. Projectiles in general are just looking more dangerous than Pablo are. Their chances have seemed like they had a bigger chance of scoring than any of the ones that Pablo have had. Hawk trying from long range. Yeah, just clearing the ball pretty easily, honestly. And standing right beside the goalkeeper in that situation. Probably playing a little bit too conservatively. There's a pause here, some spikes. Ping's gone up to about 150 for most players. Ping's back down again, should resume soon. Dr. G saying no for some reason. Pablo have a chance of scoring here just as the game is paused, if they play it right. No. Oh, almost what I was thinking, but the Kuhn hit the ball at the wrong angle. Oh, Dr. G straight through the middle. Just a huge gap in Pablo's defense. Omega was there to stop the ball though. Alexis back to Deliric. Down to Dr. G. Tries to bounce it around Hams. Oh, Deliric just hitting straight through that gap in the middle of the Pablo defense again. Oh, there it is. Yep. Deliric to Dr. G. And the far post to Alexis. Just exploiting the huge gap in Pablo's defense. I would have expected a goal sooner than this, just from the amount of chances the Projectiles has had. Ham's just moving a bit too slowly. Might have been a chance there if he had turned him past the Hawk a bit quicker. Yeah, there was no need for that bounce there. I think Hawk might be getting a bit angry at Hans. He seems to be stopping every time Hans makes a mistake. And the ball just cleared back out again. A bit of a misbounce from Formega there. He probably could have got the attack going again, but he missed the bounce. And Projectiles are back on the attack. Oh. Hawk just bounces around Abduction. The only non-Romanian player on Projectiles team is from Turkey. And the ping is back up again, and we'll have another pause. We're playing on 0-3's host here, so I think it'd be one of the better hosts in Europe. Apparently the pause is because of 0-3 getting poked. I don't know about the legitimacy of that, but the ping's back down, so we should see the game resume. Hans maybe trying to hit it through the middle between Dr. G and Alexis here. We'll see. No, just couldn't reach the ball. Hans just taking a little bit too long to get rid of the ball. His passes connecting the two attackers should be a little bit quicker than that. Ooh, just missed the angle there. Hans to Hawk. I think Hawk's ping might be affecting the way he's attacking. He's playing on 150 ping for most of the game, so. Ooh. Hans almost had the angle there, but there wasn't much of a space to hit it between Dr. G and Deliric. It was a nice idea, though. It's more creative than we've seen them attacking so far this half. Projectiles trying to grab another goal, it seems. There's still a big gap in the Pablo defence. Even after conceding through the gap the first time, they haven't done anything to close it. Hawk trying to spam through at the near post, almost successfully spammed through them as well. Oh, yeah, that was creative from Hawk. He's the only person on Pablo that actually looks like scoring. Oh, wow. That laser from Hans and Hawk almost took a lucky deflection off Dr. G into the goal. Abduction was there to get the ball. Formega has crashed. I guess we'll see a refresh from him. We'll get another pause. Game's resumed. Pablo still on the attack. Hans just sitting a little bit too far back. They're 1-0 down with 5 minutes remaining. They really should be looking to pressure and keep the ball in attack. He's just sitting a little too far back for a team that's 1-0 down. Hans' passes are just a little bit too far in front of Hawk. He couldn't get on the end of that. Alexis and Dr. G both standing very close to Hans. It's a very high line of defence that projectiles are playing. See, when the Coon passes back to Hans, there's just a huge gap between Dr. G and Deliric that Hans could try and exploit. The wayward pass from Omega. Ball then ends up back in Pablo's defence. Projectiles are pretty good at keeping the ball in attack. Just sitting back waiting for the clearance and then kicking it back into the corner. Pablo looked to be trying to clear the ball in a more unconventional ways now, probably sensing that they don't have too much time. Hans and the Coon both go into the corner. Omega clears to Hawk. Can't make much of the ball though, not from that angle with two people around him. Yeah, there's Pablo playing a really high line, both of them just charging towards the DM. Give them no time at all on the ball. And Alexis is asking for a pause. We'll see what happens. And they pause. These pauses, man. Okay, Alexis says go, we're off. Abduction just standing right beside Hawk to prevent the 2v1. Stop any chance of scoring that Pablo had in that situation. 2 minutes remaining. Pablo still one goal down. Hawk seems to be breaking the 4 defense rule. I guess maybe out of desperation. I'm not sure. Alexis moved into defense a little bit here. They're just going to try and clear the ball to the corner. Waste as much time as possible. I think they'll be happy to hold on to a 1-0 lead. Yep, so they're just sitting back, letting the Coon spam it into him so he can turn and pass to Dr. G. Hans coming through the middle. Hawk seems to have moved into DM here. No, the Coon maybe. Hans is rotated back. That was an unlucky bounce. Is getting close for Pablo. They're going to need to score soon, if they're going to score at all. Their Champions League dreams could end in this match. "40 seconds remain." Omega just sitting quite far out from his goal. Not back in the line like he was when the game was 1-0. Oh. Hans just misses the ball. Alexis' clever bounce around the Coon, get the ball back into the corner. Pablo doing everything they can to clear the ball here. Probably their final attack if they have one. 10 seconds remain. Oh, just a wayward pass from Formega, and that's going to be that. Final score of Projectiles 1, Pablo Haxobar 0. Good night.
It's lonely.